Hi, we're at Frostburg State University where we just had a fantastic presentation by Ash. He is the man. Very erudite, very dynamic speaker. He's extremely knowledgeable in all fields of business development. Highly recommend him as a speaker, consultant, and all-around great guy. Thank you for coming.
Hi, I'm Rochelle Fernandez from Networking Your Biz Events.
And I'm John Ross from Networking Your Biz Events.
And we're here to tell you how pleased we are to have had Ash as our educational speaker today at Networking Your Biz Events at the CEO Business Cafe. Ash did a phenomenal presentation with lots of love, lots of energy to teach you how to be successful with your business offline and online.
I have never heard Ash speak before, but you're in for a treat when you ask him to speak at one of your events. He is high energy, he had people dancing, he had people laughing, and that was amazing for any sort of educational speaker to have all of those elements all under one roof.
We thank you, Ash, and we recommend any of you to have Ash as a speaker because you will not be disappointed.
A great educational moment for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so how is everyone doing today? Great. Well, thank you. Well, first of all, I want to take this time and thank you so much for being here. It is my pleasure to come here and truly work with SBDC, because I have to tell you that they truly helped me when I was getting it going. And I will share that with you as I go along. Today, my goal is three things. Number one, my goal is to have lots of fun with you. Who in here likes to have fun? Yeah. All right. Second thing is to give you education, to truly teach you what I went through so that you can understand what you are going to go through before you go through it. So you can plan it out. And number three, it gives you a great roadmap so you can follow the path that I followed and perhaps reach the heights that you always desired. So with that in mind, I want to say thank you so much. So I want to begin to share my story with you a little bit. Then I'm going to go into more. We're going to go in more deeper and deeper as we go along. Okay. All right. So I came here from India in 1989 with $20 and not a word of English, and I received my PhD at the age of 17. It stands for Public High School Diploma. Insurance exam for the very first time. I go for the exam, I studied, and I went. And I came right here at the Bowie State University. Right, the building that you pass before you come here, the older building in the middle, right there. I take the exam for the first time. You know what I get? 69. I said, okay, no big deal. Things happen in business. I go for the second time. You know what I got? Yes, passing was 70. Second time, 68. I go for third time. No big deal. Passing this, I said, this time I'm going to make it. How many times we think like that in business? Okay, we think our plane will never take off the ground, some technical difficulties going on, and things of that nature. Okay? So all this is going on. I'm taking the third time. I got 67. Fourth time, 66. Fifth time, 67. You can say that I'm making progress in the right direction. And as I'm making progress in the right direction, I said, this time, fifth time I took it, and I had learned about a trial, O.J. Simpson trial. And I learned the brand new word. You know what the word was? Prejudice. I said, wow, what a word. This time, I go for the sixth time, and I failed it again. So I told the computer, you are prejudiced. And as I'm telling the computer that you are prejudiced, I thought that guy outside, I don't know who you guys had here, whoever that guy was, he was surely pressing buttons every time I answered that question. Because there was no way I was going to go sixth time and fail it. But I did. Then I said, you know what, I'm going to beat the entire system. I'm going to beat this system so nicely that I'm just going to change the center. So I went to Washington, D.C. at that point. I go to Washington, D.C. the 7th time, but this time around, I'm a visual guy, so I memorized this book word for word, inside and out. And as I memorized this entire book word for word, I could literally flip the pages in my mind like this. That's how much I memorized. But then I went there for the 7th time. You know what happened? This time I'm more prepared. I'm not mad. I usually just get pissed off. I don't get mad. So I just got pissed off. And I'm trying to understand this. Why am I failing? I failed the 7th time too. Finally, I found a little nugget the 8th time around. Somebody told me that there is such a thing as English as a second language. They give you extra hour. You see, what was happening was that every single time I went, there was a little nugget that I was missing. Just a small thing, right? And that small thing helped me pass that test. On my way home, I don't know who the girl was. I was sitting in a train. And in that train, I told her the whole story. So, I was coming from Washington, D.C. to here. I said, hey, I was coming from D.C. to Shady Grove, and she was going to the same spot. I said, she can't go anywhere. I had the distinct advantage. I had to tell her the story. So I tell her the whole story. Now, I don't know whether she liked it or not. At least she pretended she couldn't go anywhere, But sometimes in life, we have to go at it with everything we got. After that, of course, I went for my investment exams, and that was also 4 or 5 time trials, okay, and so forth. But as you go in business, how many times we are trying to get at it, and we are trying to figure out the answers to our questions? How many of you have questions over here that needs answers? Well, today, I'm going to share that with you, exactly what I did from that struggling point, because if that wasn't enough, I would go home to my dad, and I said, Dad, you won't believe this. I got all these appointments because I called up my uncles and my aunts and my cousins and everybody, you name it, I had them on the list, baby.
Hi, my name is Shirley Moya, and I am the owner-operator of Sparkle Occasions by Shirley, where I do weddings, anniversaries, parties of all types and all kinds, and family reunions. I came here today at the networking meeting, and to look for something that will help me build myself and motivate me a little more better and giving ideas. Listening to Ash today gave me a lot of ideas. I had a lot of notes. He was phenomenal with everything he said as far as where he started and where he's going, making me feel like, you know what, if he can do it, I can do it too. So if you're out there, if you're looking for a great person to come in and speak to a group of yours to motivate them and get them where they want to go, I recommend that you get with Ash, and he will surely put you where you need to be. Okay? Thanks.
Ryan Lynch, co-founder of Bayside Total Cleaning Solutions, Hartford County, Maryland. And I came because about a year ago, Ash sparked a big light bulb in my head, and at an event where we met him, and intrigued me as a person, and through multiple phone call conversations, seemed really interested in me as a person, and also as in my business, wanting to help that business grow and take off to the next level. And just developed a friendship with him personally over the year, and following his techniques helped our business double in size in that 1 year that we've known him.
Hi, I'm Russell Teeter, Regional Director with the Maryland Small Business Development Center, and I just want to thank Ash for giving his story. It's a very inspirational story. He's very specific on the key strategies he used to take himself as well as his business from a not successful situation to building a multi-million-dollar empire. What he shares, his experience is tremendous, and I greatly appreciate his ability and his approach to business growth.